You're sending your kids to Columbia thinking, oh, he's going to get a great education from Columbia. And then he comes back spouting this type of crap at Thanksgiving. Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right to it. First topic, an Alaska Airlines flight attendant was fired for twerking in a video. Go ahead, take a look at the clip.
She's the flight attendant whose twerking cost her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
Nell Diallo was having a great time dancing and twerking in the aisle on an empty plane before an early morning flight.
I decided to just take advantage of the moment to wake myself up and kind of get myself hyped up for my day, basically.
She posted the video on TikTok along with the caption, "What's wrong with a little twerk before work?" But after the video went viral, she says Alaska Airlines fired her. What did they say to you?
They just said that I broke their social media policy.
Nell had only been on the job for 6 months. She says she was twerking to celebrate the end of her probationary period.
Why did you decide to post the video?
And I was really proud of myself that I came so far. I just didn't think that my video and my post and the way I was dancing would be deemed as inappropriate.
So how did you feel in that meeting when they told you you lost your job?
I put on such a proud face every time I stepped on that plane. And for them to terminate me without giving me a chance, it just was unfair.
All right, now let me know, do you think she should have been fired for that, or do you think she should have been able to keep her job? Now, this situation is very simple, folks, right? She decided to do her video in the uniform of the company on the airplane of the company, right? So she did her little twerk video in uniform, maybe on the clock, I don't know. But see, when you put on that uniform, you're representing the company, right? So if the company has any sort of standards against twerking on video and putting it on your own personal social media in their own uniform or on their planes, and they want to fire you, great. I mean, they're perfectly within their right to do so, right? Because that's one of their standards, We don't want you doing that type of thing in our uniform on our plane. Now, if you're off just on vacation doing your own thing completely out of uniform and you want to go make your twerking videos, great, you can, right? Because, see, you're not representing their country or their company, right? So here's the thing, right? This is basically, we're seeing the effects of every kid getting a trophy back in the day, right? I mean, that probably started maybe 10, 12 years ago where we stopped keeping score in sports and every kid got a trophy, every kid passed school, And it's finally gone and carried over into the workforce. You're seeing it, certainly seeing it with the D.O.G.E 5-thing email, People can't even be bothered to write an email by their employer these days, They're so entitled to do nothing and whatever they want goes that they can't even be told what to do at work anymore, right? And this is it's the same thing with the Yankees doing away with their, no facial hair standards. Once again, it's just the pussification of America. People can't be told what to do and they can't go to a job where there's standards. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. It's the product of, every kid getting a trophy, and now you're finally seeing it, and it's terrible, right? But I don't know. I mean, let me know if you think the woman should be fired. In this case, it's up to the company. She's the one who did her twerking video in the uniform. Nobody cares if you were just so, so happy you got your new job. It's just, nobody cares. You're not entitled to, doing that in their uniform on their plane. Well, that's the reality of the situation, folks. But all right, next clip. Trump is by far the most pro-women's president we've probably ever seen in our lifetime, right? Go ahead, roll the clip.
So 2 very special proclamations, the first of which is a proclamation that proclaims March 2025 as Women's History Month in honor of all the wonderful women in your administration, all the wonderful women in America, and in honor of everything you've done for women and this administration has done for women in just a month and a half. So
yeah, we've done a lot, and women have done a lot for us, right? This is an honor. We have a wonderful woman here, Maria Bartiromo.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you, Maria.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And
She's
thanks
gonna-
for all that you're doing for women.
Thank you. She's going to do an interview of me later. Maybe I shouldn't do this interview. I should be like Biden, not do any interviews. That's great. Women, we love you.
We love you too, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta love how Trump is just doing all these these pro-women's things just to stick it to the libs. Well, first of all, you know, it's common sense. All the things he's doing with the women, you know, like getting men out of women's sports, getting men out of their bathrooms. It's just hilarious how, you know, these days the conservatives are way more feminist than people who would actually call themselves feminists. You know, a traditional feminist is basically like a conservative these days, conservative male who's just like, yeah, no, men should definitely not be competing in women's sports because anybody who's ever played a sport or watched one on TV would know that that is just completely insane. And, you know, forcing women to go into bathrooms and locker rooms with these sicko men because any man that would pretend to be a woman to play in a man's sport or go into a woman's sport and, you know, go into a woman's bathroom, you're a sicko, dude. I mean, I hate to break the news to you, but yeah, you got some sort of mental illness. But yeah, it's just so funny how, you know, me as a dude who I haven't changed my ways in, you know, basically my whole life, just even keel, same guy, you know. I'm now more of a feminist than actual feminists. And it's great to see that Trump's actually acknowledging real women and giving them their due because, you know, the Biden administration was trying to basically dismantle everything that a woman is, right? And it's just sick. It's sickening that a president would actually do that, right? But all right, let's get to the next topic. Columbia professor Basil Smikle, maybe? He might have had the worst take of all time. Go ahead, take a look at the clip.
There are people who are charged with trying to find savings. So yes, it's an attack on government, but it's also an attack on this government. What I mean by that is it's an attack on this government that used to be headed by a black man. It's an attack on this government that almost elected a black woman to the highest office in the land. It's an attack on a government that has been more welcoming and more supportive of people who have come to this country in search for a better life.
If you're going to go on TV and pull this type of crap and say this type of crap, then you need to lose all credibility of being a professor because, man, what even are you saying, dude? Just because we had a Barack Obama black president and we almost elected a black woman. No, we didn't, dude. It wasn't even close. It was a landslide, a blowout, popular vote, but this guy's trying to claim that since we had a black president, we can no longer do anything against that black president's government. Like no other president can come in and do anything against what Barack Obama did because, you know, he was a black man. He was a black president, and damn it, we almost elected a black woman. And now they're going to go try to overthrow the government. It's just weird how, like, I don't even know what the hell the guy is saying. Let me know if you even know what the hell the guy is saying, but yeah, it makes zero sense. And the guy's claiming to be a professor, right? And these are the people that are indoctrinating your kids. You're sending your kids to Columbia thinking, oh, he's going to get a great education from Columbia. And then he comes back spouting this type of crap at Thanksgiving. That's just how the way the world is, folks. You got to see right through it. You got to see right through it. But all right, let's get to the next topic. A black woman couldn't handle a white woman wearing braids. Go ahead, take a look at the clip.
That shit is ugly as f***. We wear that shit.
It's braids.
Take that shit out now.
Are you being for real?
Take that shit out now.
Okay, what's your problem?
Take that shit out now.
You were dressed in the sort
But
of
take that shit out now. Take that shit out. That shit is ugly as fuck. That shit is ugly though. Like, look at your fucking hair.
It doesn't look bad.
That's ugly.
Hey, please stop following us.
I don't know where this whole cultural appropriation term, when it came to be. It had to be in the last, 5 to 7 years. But it's just the fakest term of all time, right? It was a made-up term by some liberals to make some sort of race war going on, friction between the races, right? Or the cultures, Listen, if the girl wants to wear braids in her hair, hello, maybe she likes the look, right? Do you think she's doing it just to piss off black people and show up, get one over on black people? No. She likes the look, right? And if you want to play this game of, white people can't do anything that a black culture, you can't wear your braids or your dreads or whatever, because that's black. We did that. That's us, right? Okay, then if you want to play that game, then are we going to have to take it to the next level where, like, black people can't use any products that white people have invented, like, or Asian people have invented, or, you drive a Toyota, oh, well, that was made by an Asian person, so that's cultural appropriation, or, oh, that phone you're using in your hand, right? You can't use that phone anymore because that was made by a white person. It was invented by a white person, so sorry, yeah. And, all your radios and music listening devices, you can't use those anymore because, I don't think those were invented by a black person. If they were, great, you can, because, this is the standard you're setting. But, other than that, you better only use your black stuff, right? Do you see how stupid that sounds? You know how stupid I just sounded right there? And that's how stupid cultural appropriation is, right? Like, you have to be really dumb to create something like that. And it's just crazy we're living in a world where people try to pull this crap and, like, what's the girl supposed to do? Sit there and take her braids out for 20 minutes just to appease this black woman? That's how stupid you are, black woman. I mean, come on. That woman is perhaps one of the dumbest women just around, And it's just crazy that there's people out there trying to push that crap. But all right, that's it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll be seeing you.